Your daily market recap for Monday, May 15th, 2023. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at XP Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Monday, May 15th, 2023. Another choppy, sloppy day, down, then up, then down. Interesting economic data from the Empire State Manufacturing fell off a cliff, literally. The biggest 1 month move I think I've seen in 20 years. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. You got a lot of the 13Fs coming up after close. Don't know what to say. I mean, I was thinking this earlier, and I talked about this with a few people. The Monday of OPEX, CHOPEX can be an up day followed by what? Pain. If they try to kill the VIX on the Monday, seen some action that has led to a down rest of the week. A lot of people are saying it's about to break out. Everybody's getting excited. It's the same thing every week. You know, it feels like for months. And the irony is that things just seem to be getting worse and worse and worse. And the market seems to be holding up and people seem to be getting more bullish. Some people are getting more bearish. Eventually it's going to resolve one way. Whatever you do, please be careful, define your risk, know what you're going to do. Please check it out on Twitter. Posting constantly what we're up to. If you have any questions, please leave a DM. Here you go. I mean, the $17 trillion in accelerating balance, like debt. I mean, 11 companies filed, at least 7 large companies filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the last 42 hours. I mean, things are getting absolutely nuts. But, again, the market's really good. Very good at doing what? Whistling past the graveyard. Remember, it's OPEX. Check out that video. Why are these? Oh, this is so frustrating. Posting all these charts and they don't add the picture. I don't know why, Twitter, you're being a bum. This is what it is. Too bad. We'll get through it and you'll see whatever. Here you go. Here's the manufacturing biggest drop ever. Unreal. But anyway, back to what we're doing. If you're new to the channel, want to learn more about trading, again, Back to Basics series on YouTube or my website, thetradingagent.com. Back to Basics education. Again, starts from more beginner to advanced level videos and information. All right, let's get into Fed, watch minutes, Fed, futures, watch, whatever. Looks like we're at a pause for June. We talked about it. Keep watching this. Anything over 60-something% is about as good as it can get. Bitcoin, new lows, long wick. Watch what happens when it gets, I don't know what level you want to put. 28,000. Seems like oversold bounce. Keep an eye on it. Oil. Looks like we're going to start buying to refill our SPR. We knew this was coming. This is not a surprise. Hence why we think there's a higher low than, say, negative futures prices coming during this recession on oil. Doesn't mean you go out and chase it and buy it now. Keep in mind, OPEC still needs to cut more. I mean, there's epic amounts of ample oil overseas. They're going to try to squeeze us. Nat gas, we talked about it today. Zero Hedge posting their stupid, like, nat gas is going to zero kind of fear. Not surprised it bounced. That's typically what happens when Zero Hedge and a lot of outlets, news outlets, start pumping the end of the beginning of the end, or whatever you want to call it. Dollar. I told you, it's getting stronger. Not surprised, little day of rest. You know, day of rest on a Monday, not surprised. Keep an eye on it because it looks like it's going higher. Dollar goes higher, market's got problems. Bonds, back at range lows. Posted this morning. I'm like, that's curious to me because economic data was dog crap and rates are going higher. Something doesn't make sense. The VIX seems to be stuck. Choppy. Just OPEX doing what they do. Do what they do. Kill the VIX. VIX we talked about needed to get over the 100 level. Can't. Seems to be chopping around. Not surprising. It's OPEX. I don't know how many times I have to say this. A lot of people don't understand how frustrating OPEX, or you just assume, don't try to trade it, have your levels hang out. And again, let's get into the spot because I'm not surprised they had that squeeze into the close, right? Like, look at the volume on the 10-minute. You can see it. Posted this earlier. Got to hold the 20-day. Look at this. Just everyone's, again, I'm amazed. People are like, oh, you're crazy. The market's going. I'm like, it's just chopping. QQQ. Now, the QQQ looks a little stronger. Making new, man, about the highs, channel highs. Again, it's at the 100 week, 220 month, chopping around. IWM up today. That was a little bit curious. But again, it's just been the same thing. IWM should be up near 200. It's at the 170s. Get the hell out of here with all this bullishness. It's just, again, the IWM leads, and it's just lagging. And it'll continue to lag, and the market will play these games for as long as people, again, as long as needed. DIA, same thing, lagging. Yawn. Gold. Warn people, I'm like, the Fed hasn't pivoted yet. This could be a fake little breakout. And when I say fake breakout, meaning like, look, gold's had a nice run. It's the second quarter. Gold is known for taking breaks after big moves. And not that it's going to dump and fall to the ground. Right? My point being is, I think it's due for a pullback. It's an M top. Again, I don't get why people live in a bubble where straight line moves happen all the time. Again, we believe in gold and silver prices being much higher in, say, the next few years, but is it going to be in a straight line? No. Silver, here's the problem, right? Sorry, sipping on some coffee. Silver, miners lagging. Look at this. You want to see silver doing well when gold's leading up. GDX, same thing. Needs to hold 33s. Doesn't look that good. GDXJ has been lagging. Right? Below the 20-day. Man, it better hold. AG, you with me? No, it's been doggy poo. Just holding down here. Going nowhere fast. AEM. This one's been holding up, but it looks like a bull trap. Makes a new high. Comes back. It's under the 20-day. You would think today it would have a little gusto. PAAS has been trash. Newmont, we've talked about this one. Look at the highs. Look where we're at. Just doesn't really look that good, y'all. All right, let's get into tech. Because AMD, again, all the semis, I don't know why they're ripping today other than a buddy pass from Citigroup. It's just a joke. But what do we say? Got to hold the 94 level? It did so far. Doesn't mean that it has to crash. Micron, this is a joke. Again, they got an upgrade. And about people like saying, oh, well, it's going higher. I'm like, well, zoom out. If you zoom out, just go to the weekly. See what's going on here. Is it possible it has like an extra 2 or 3 points to trap in the bulls? Could you get up to 65? Would 65 just give you this epic new high that just gets people to go ape snot stupid? That's, I'm trying to think of like the best way to say this. But yeah. Right? People just dumb. They'll chase the high. They'll think it's a breakout. And again, I'm not... You think I'm talking to you? I'm talking about in general. A lot of people are probably going to chase this. We'll see. Just kind of silly. But it is what it is. Taiwan Semi. It's been lagging for a while. Okay. Yeah, nice little bounce. Now I know it's over the 20-day. We'll see. It tends to play around games. Again, as long as the 200-day holds, it's holding up. NVIDIA playing games around 290. Again, check the weekly major resistance up here. Consolidating. Intel, this has been a laggard. Continues. But 100-day, crucial, right? Some might argue left-right combo. Maybe it gets up to the 20-day. Maybe. And again, this is why it's so hard about OPEX and like every day trying to nail the best moves. Some days it just don't do anything. SMH, pop 3 points. All right. Holding trend, whatever you want to call it, chopping around. Now, I know a lot of people go, well, it's breaking out. Head and shoulders invalidated. It's like, I would probably give it, it's got another few points before I'd even consider that. But define your risk. Be careful. Adobe, been chopping. It's an M top, just barreling down. Looks like crap. Apple, market's up today. Where's Apple? Chopping. Amazon, market's up. Amazon's, doji and flat. Again, up against resistance. CRM, we talked about the 200 area, just chopping. A lot of this stuff just doesn't really look that good overall. Guggenheim gaps up. Now, this is where it's a little like novice gap. That wick is a little ominous. Now, again, if you were looking to short, I get it. Somebody's distributing up here. Distributing. Can you say that 3 times? Yes. Let's keep it on it. Meta rallied on another upgrade today. You got to be kidding. And it's like, why? Not why, but it's like, let's just save all the upgrades for OPEX, right? Or whatever, ChopEx. Here you go. Do you trust it? I don't. Microsoft. Talked about filling the gap at 312. Brrr, chopping. NDAQ. Nothing. Again, NASDAQ composite. Stocks or volumes are going to be dead. No one's going to be trading this crap over time, but a lot of people don't believe that. MSFT, because they haven't seen the past. MSTR, MicroStrategy. Again, if Bitcoin, a little bouncy bounce. Bounce it comes. Netflix, again, down all day. Oops, it's like, get there. Get it. Got it. Good. Here you go. Hits the resistance, backing off. Roblox. Talked about dead cat bouncing this thing. Meow. Not much to say there. Doesn't really look that good, right? Because it bounces up to the 50-day, backing off. Tesla should be up 3 points, 5 points today, right? No. That's what I was saying. Like, people are just way too zoomed in tight trying to predict the intraday stuff. And, I've been guilty of that before. And that's why, like, today's like today. I'm just like, don't care. Don't care. Define my risk. Going to be patient. We'll see what happens. Materials. X. Talked about this thing. Just, again, industrial materials. They don't look good. Right? Just broke trend. Lower lows. Chopping. New core. Breaks the lows. Looks great. To fail. Pops right back. Again, there's not one path. The path of least resistance isn't always straight. Caterpillar. Chopping here. Now, I know some people looking to short this. I get it. Just keep in mind when you zoom out, look at the weekly. You're up against major moving averages and zones. I mean, do you want to be early to this? I don't know. Does it make sense to short? Yes, clearly. But remember, if you're initiating positions, try to do it into strength versus just pick a day out that ends in DAY and then short, right? VALE. Talked about this thing has been done. Dead for a while. Yeah, everybody loves it. Arrow. Now, we talked about this company because we like how it's been holding up as the market's been crap, right? Chopping, just crapping. This thing's been leading up. Earnings came out, pulled back. Not surprised it's bouncing here, but again, I think this is one of those stocks where let everything play out and then take a stand on it later. CCJ. I've said 29, 30, whatever, this area up here, leave it alone. Somebody thinks it's going to 31. I think it's going to go to 21 first. Again, who doesn't like uranium, but who also is just, you got to be careful, right? SCO, we talked about, again, just looking at some copper names. We talked about them getting crushed. Little left-right combo, does it fill the gap? FCX, again, if you didn't buy these things, you can't buy them today or now. Well, probably fill some gaps and then watch what happens. CF, talked about some of these ag names due to bounce because of NTR's earnings and CF's earnings. Yeah, I mean, trade them. I mean, I don't know if they're going to go gangbusters, but they're due to bounce. Nice close on Mosaic, close at the high of the day. Fill the gap maybe. Can it get up into the 38s? Oh, excuse me. That's good, but me. Could we get up here? 42s? I don't know. NTR, I know Sam got a good trade on this. Talked about potential capitulation. I mean, there's your volume at the fib, right? Now, near term, this is the thing. Is it the stone cold bottom? I mean, do you think the stock is going to bottom when the market is at a VIX at 18? No, it's just going to probably be a trade. Ideally, what you'd like to see is a bounce. Maybe it gets up to 67. I don't know. Maybe it's a good trade for some of you guys. Take a few points. Bravo, well done. You'd love to see it just chop, and then when the market explodes and blows out, take you down into some price that doesn't make sense. Aaron, aluminum. I mean, again, chopping, oversold bounce. I mean, it just looks like a repeat of this junk. Financials, nothing. They really got nothing. 32s, chopping. JP Chisel, nothing. Again, we're talking about watch what happens in the 133 area. Hopefully it breaks. If you short it up here, high five, be patient, trade around it. Morgan Stanley, we talked about this thing. It's just poop. Got nothing. Goldman Sachs. I don't know why every time I say Goldman Sachs, I think of Honey Smacks. I don't know if you remember that. The corn, honey, whatever, with the frog on it. Cereal when you're a kid. Or I was a kid, at least. Guess that shows my age. Probably not around anymore. Yeah, it's got nothing. KRE, talked about the junior banks just look like death. I know a lot of people are talking about it's a good time to buy them. Yeah, credit contraction is just starting. Sure, you go right ahead. You step in and you catch that knife. And now again, not saying it can't bounce, but XBIs we talked about, you can't short things that are oversold. I prefer not to, right? Just let them play out. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, again, I didn't short it. I'm not, what's the best way to try it? I'm not going to tell you that this is the top, but that feels very topish, right? We not agree, right? Like, look at that. Long wick? I don't know. Keep an eye on it. Like, because that feels very blow-offish. If you also look at the 10-minute, again, usually we just talk about it. It's an interesting close with volume. That's all I can say after hours at around the close. Okay, solar. Yeah, we talked about it was a gift to short these pops. I'll get a lot of flack. Yeah, another doji doesn't look that good. ENPH. Now this is one again. It's like very like XBI. Like, do you want to short this one, or let it pop a little bit and then short it? That's how I'd look. I mean, probably 176 if it gets there. If it doesn't, whatever. Sedge. We've talked about this. A gift. Watch this area up in the 310 plus. Again, another test. Remember, we talk about retests all the time. I'm always amazed. People are like, one test and go. No, it's not that simple. First Solar gets a downgrade today. Not surprised. Didn't we say yesterday was or Friday was a gift? Channel high. Now again, this is what's so hard. Like, Dan, the price, it topped at 232.21 or whatever. I don't know how to tell you what the exact price is, but I know how to layer into a trade. If you want to short it, it makes sense. I feel like this is a fake gap up. I mean, they bought a $35 million company. It's not all of a sudden going to turn into $1 billion of revenue. I mean, what is it? It's trading at a 600 PE or something stupid? Whatever. Again, this is why the stock, again, stocks with low float number of shares can be pretty volatile and be hard to trade at times, but you do what you got to do. HY Jizza. Here you go. Chopping. Looks, I mean, again, you would think this stuff would be looking good. Looking good? Not so much, right? Let's end it with the oils. Oil, again, not surprised. I mean, the market knows that we have to buy back for OPEC. We'll see what happens. UNG, again, I'm kind of laughing until it reverse splits. Like, yeah, here comes Zero Hedge saying end of natural gas. Of course it bounces. XOP. Yeah, here we go. Just chopping around range lows. I mean, this is just how it goes, y'all. Keep an eye on it. ExxonMobil, if you shorted this up in the 116 plus 200 day, I mean, it doesn't really look that good. I mean, dividend today, I mean, pay 91 cents. Okay, cool story, bro. Keep an eye on it. PXDiz, I mean, all these things holding support. ExxonMobil looks a little weaker. Oxy, I'm not surprised this one held up, right? Held lows. I'm pretty sure Buffett's buying as much as he can of this, but he doesn't care. He's selling covered calls. Only idiots are just going all in long. I imagine he's probably sitting there like, all right, I'll just keep printing money, and if every time it drops, I'll just buy more. You and I, who, well, not you and I, but people who own this aren't doing that, like him. EQT, now, again, are anyone surprised that nat gas names would bounce today? No, not at all. Not at all. Keep an eye on that. And we'll end it with Flex LNG because, again, I really like this name long term. Paying the nice dividend. Government is going to be exporting natural gas. You feel it coming. Feels like it's just a matter of when, not if. Wait for this thing to pull back. Let the yield get to 10, 12%. Snag it up. I mean, let's add another alert around 25s. That's what I'd be looking for. Because, again, people really don't realize how when the market goes, it takes a bath. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out. Again, give me 2 seconds of your time. If you're thinking about real estate and looking at it, there's going to be opportunities to buy. If you're not looking and following the real estate in your area and you're not prepared mentally, you're not prepared to have, what the payment would be, I'm telling you, there's going to be some amazing deals. Because in a credit crisis, banking crisis, do you not think they throw the baby out with the bathwater? You're going to get deals on stocks, but you're also going to get deals on probably some amazing real estate. Or if you're trying to sell in this economy, whoa, you better talk and know what the hell you're doing. And meaning, have a good professional real estate agent help you out. And if you don't have one, please reach out. Let me help you out. I can get a referral up front. I'm telling you, I get paid a small part of the commission, but then you get 2 agents with 1. And if the agent sucks, potentially, and doesn't know, again, usually that's my job is to vet them, but every once in a while, that's just the nature of it. Some agents, and this is the thing, like probably 70% of agents are going to fall out of real estate in the next 2 to 3 years because that's what happens. That's what happens. It's like the saturation. So if you need help, you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Also, too, the Marcus account, 5.15%. And if you're in the Discord room, once I get one more referral, I'm going to use people in the Discord room like referral codes. Just send me your referral code and I'll post them in the videos because at a certain point, you can only use 5 a year. And 5.15% is better than anything they offer on their website other than a CD. And I don't want a CDs. No one wants CDs. I don't want to be locked into anything. So, and I believe Goldman Sachs is not going out of business. They're almost too big to fail. Buffett will be there with the net to catch them. He loves them. So, have a great night. Again, it's Monday of OPEX. Don't get your panties in a wad. And don't be surprised if tomorrow, the next day, pretty soon, does what? Up part of the week, down part of the week. All right? I will see you guys and gals in the Discord room. Holler if you need me. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.